In almost every way, New England is defined by its land. Beyond just being the backdrop to our lives, the lands that we protect provide a low-cost natural infrastructure that cleans our water, produces clean air, stores carbon dioxide, which mitigates against climate change, and then they help us cope with some of the consequences of climate change, like increased rainfall and torrential floods. Moreover, they're resources that we use. The local wood that we use for producing lots of products, and the local food that keeps us healthy and keeps people working on the land. In 2010, a group of scientists associated with the Harvard Forest and some other organizations decided to write a vision for the future of New England. This vision suggests that by 2060, that we should protect 70% of the region in forest. At the same time, we argued that 7% of the region should remain in farmland to produce local food that we can all benefit from.
The biggest challenge to achieving the wildlands and woodlands goal will be slowing or stopping the pace of deforestation. After more than 200 years of regaining forest, now all 6 New England states are losing forests. And it's happening in little pockets, little residential developments dispersed throughout the landscape. And so that's why we tried to emphasize the role of communities in this report and the way we can think about building out in the future.
The Wildlands and Woodlands Broadened Report is critically important because it illustrates the interdependence between the farms and forests, the rural communities, and also the population centers in our region. The path forward outlined in the Wildlands Report is about conservation and how land conservation can be our insurance policy. Insurance against loss of vital things that we depend on from our farmlands and our forests.
As the pace of public funding for conservation has declined, so too has the rate of land protection.
The Forest Society of Maine is fortunate to be working with a large number of forest landowners who have come to us and are seeking ways that they can try to hold on to their forests, to manage them for forest products, but to ensure that they're not developed and fragmented. If we had the resources now available to work with them, we would be able to make huge strides to the goals set forth in the Wildlands and Woodlands Report to triple the rate of conservation by the year 2060.
There are a few specific actions that we can take to accomplish these wildlands and woodlands goals. First, we can set state targets for land protection. Second, we can incorporate land management and land protection in our state climate action plans and in our infrastructure investment plans for each state. And third, we can support land protection and conservation measures in the Farm Bill, which is up for reauthorization for another 5 years. By achieving the wildlands and woodlands vision, New England can secure the best and lowest cost natural infrastructure for dealing with an era of environmental uncertainty. We can also set a national standard for environmental stewardship and for land protection.